In the second year in high school, Richard Ebright began the research that led to his discovery of an unknown insect hormone. Indirectly, it also led to his new theory on the life of cells. So basically, he started discovering how to make the new life skills as mentioned in the beginning, or how the cells work, the theory of the working of the cells. He started making that research. The question he tried to answer was simple. What is the purpose of 12 tiny gold spots on a monarch pupa? So on a monarch pupa, there are 12 tiny gold spots. So the question he tried to answer was, what is the purpose of those 12 tiny gold spots on a monarch pupa? But everyone assumed the spots were just ornamental. What do you mean by ornamental? Ornamental means decorative. So everyone believed that those 12 spots on the body of pupa, gold spots on a monarch pupa, were just for decoration, just for making it more beautiful. Ebright said, but Dr. Urquhart didn't believe it. Now you know Dr. Urquhart was the professor in the University of Toronto, whereas Ebright believed that these spots were just for decoration, just for making the pupa beautiful, but Dr. Urquhart did not believe it. To find the answer, Ebright and another excellent science student first had to build a device that showed that the spots were producing a hormone necessary for the butterfly's full development. Now he proved with the help of another excellent science student that the hormone which was produced by these spots helped in butterfly's full development. This project won Ebright first place in the county fair and entry into the International Science and Engineering Fair. So this was the project which helped him to enter into International Science and Engineering Fair. There he won third place for zoology. He also got a chance to work during the summer at the entomology laboratory of the Walter Reed Army Institute of Research. So see his achievements. They are given in this paragraph, that due to the above research, that why there are spots, gold spots on the body of monarch pupa, he had won many laurels from various universities and research centers. As a high school junior, Richard Ebright continued his advanced experiments on the monarch pupa. That year, his project won first place at the International Science Fair and gave him another chance to work in the Army laboratory during the summer. So all his achievements. In his senior year, he went a step further. He grew cells from a monarch's wing in a culture and showed that the cells would divide and develop into a normal butterfly wing scales only if they were fed the hormone from the gold spots. Now see his new discovery, that he went a step further. What he did, he grew cells from a monarch's wing, from a monarch butterfly. He grew cells and showed that the cells would divide and develop into a normal butterfly wing scales only if they were fed by the hormones from the gold spot. So if you take hormones from the gold spot, these cells would grow and they would divide and develop into normal butterfly. That project won first prize for zoology at the International Fair. He spent the summer after graduation doing further work at the Army laboratory and at the laboratory of the US Department of Agriculture. Now, the following summer, after his freshman year at Harvard University, Ebright went back to the laboratory of the Department of Agriculture and did more work on the hormone from the gold spot using the laboratory's sophisticated instruments. He was able to identify the hormone's chemical structure. So basically, this Richard Ebright, he was working constantly on the hormones which were produced from the gold spots which were present on the monarch pupa. Is that okay? Okay, now let's move further. A year and a half later, during his junior year, Ebright got the idea for his new theory about cell life. This is very important. He got a new